What's up, YouTube? It's Elders Bell here with another edition of Let It Rip Sports Show. And today I'm going to talk about a topic that I initially wasn't really going to talk about, but after seeing so many comments on Twitter and other social media outlets, I'm going to talk about the Greg Hardy situation. Because at first I thought everyone was just everybody was blowing up about it for Sunday and Monday, but people are still talking about it, and people are still saying that he should be suspended or he or she should be disciplined by Jerry Jones. And I'm thinking to myself, come on, people, let's be realistic here. Now I know he's had some issues in the past, and maybe I'm being overly pragmatic, but I'm judging him based solely on this instance on the sidelines, because I don't think it was a big deal in my eyes. It was a heat of the moment. Emotions get high. I mean, it's a game. The Dallas Cowboys are in a rut right now since they lost Des Bryant and Tony Romo. So I can understand why he got mad and frustrated, because they lost a division game, and they lost I think their third or fourth game in a row. So I can see why he got mad. I can see why he was trying to incite and instill a fire in his fellow players. Now, did he go about it the right way? Probably not. Breaking up a special teams meeting. But at the same time, you kind of need players like that to be that amped up, because they're so invested. And a lot of people forget that this is a job for these guys. It's not just a game. I mean, they are playing a game, but it's a job. And why wouldn't they be mad? Because this is what they do for a living. Why wouldn't you care about what you do for your craft? I mean, you can't tell me that people don't get upset in the office space, if in the office area, if somebody makes a mistake or they make or they're not contributing to the best of their abilities. So arguments happen all the time in the business world. And why is sports any different? I mean, I've seen so many players not who aren't even in the pros, like just at the local park, get mad because they lost 2 or 3 games in a row, and they have no money on the line, not to the level of these guys. So why wouldn't they get mad when they have more to lose with every loss of every game in the NFL, in the pro level? So I don't think the blow was that big of a deal. And for people who are saying that, he should be disciplined by Jerry Jones, that sets a very dangerous precedent, because if you're going to do that, then Des Bryant should have been suspended a long time ago or fined a long time ago, because he was known for blowing up on the sideline and trying to incite firing people. So if you're going to do that, then why didn't you do it with Des Bryant? And Tom Brady has gotten arguments with his assistant coaches too. Even not this year, but in years previous, he's been in several screaming matches with coaches. So are you going to suspend him, or are you going to fine him? I mean, let's be fair about this. So I don't think it's a big deal. Obviously you want to talk to him and say, hey, you got to control your emotion. You don't want to blow up. You don't want to interrupt a special teams meeting or any kind of offensive meeting or defensive meeting. You want to be more constructive with your emotions. But at the same time, emotional fire is what gets people through the game. Emotional fire is what maybe galvanizes the team. So it's a slippery slope. It really is. You don't want to be a distraction to other facets of the game, but at the same time, you kind of need that fire to compete day in and day out. So that's my feeling on the whole Greg Hardy situation. It's not a big deal that the whole national media was making out to be, and people on social media was making out to be. But that's just my personal opinion. And I also think that people are also judging him in conjunction with what he said right before his first game back, where want to go out guns blazing, and he talked about Tom Brady's wife, which was in poor taste. But if you're gonna judge him in his whole in a breath, be comprehensive in judging him, and not just this one incident, then fine, I understand that. But be fair and say, okay, I'm judging him based on the whole comprehensive view of him, not just one isolated incident. Then just admit that. But for me, if you're gonna do it based on this one incident on the sideline, in terms of football, just pure football, it's not that big of a deal. So that's my thoughts on it. I really didn't want to talk about it because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But people are making it a big deal, so I'm going to talk about it. Tell me what you think. Do you think it is a big deal that he blew up on the sideline and tried to show emotion and try to get his team in gear? Do you think it's a big deal? Do you think it's okay? Let me know. Leave comments and or suggestions. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Letterist Sports Show. Thanks again for watching, boys and girls.